We come down to St John's. We promised to come back. This is the day of the demonstration. Lamara's here, who's one of the organisers. Happy with the turnout?
Extremely happy. Down here in St Mark's, we've had a wonderful turnout. I'm absolutely delighted with it. It's all gone really well so far. We've organised it well into the field. For the car parking, we've had cycle buses come down, which is lots of people in a cycle train. And we've had people arriving via car share and EV. Electric vehicles, so yeah, and it's peaceful, it's passionate, and I think everyone's just happy to be here supporting this wonderful cause.
Okay, well, I've been talking to some of the people in the crowd here, and this is what they had to say.
I want to save the trees. I don't want to see them cut down. It's such a beautiful, beautiful corridor down there. It's whether it's summer, spring, winter, and I think it would be just criminal to have those trees cut down.
We seem to say that on one hand that we're about the environment, and then at the drop of a hat when it's convenient we'll dig up trees. Two don't marry up.
And I have driven down this road many, many times, and it gives me great joy at all times of the year. I think the trees belong to everybody, no matter whose land they're on.
It lifts people, this tunnel, and we need the trees, and the support has been phenomenal. And it's not just on island, the support off island for what is one of the last remaining elm arches in Europe, and we have to protect it. We just must do.
Nobody owns them. We don't own the island. We don't own the trees. They're there for us to enjoy, and I don't think anybody should have the right to chop them down. I'm here to speak for the voiceless.
There's so few of these places left now for us, aren't there? You know, and for the visitors and things like that. I mean, people come over here and they ride through that little part, you know, and they say, wow, you know, we don't have anything like this in England or anywhere else in the world for that matter. You know, it's just so wrong to be doing this to our island. You know, we're just so upset about it, and that's why we're here today.
We've got to save them. This is ridiculous.
There's no transparency because the notice of cutting of the trees was behind ivy. And I know for a fact if you're putting in for planning, which I've done recently, you need to photograph the sign in situ with a date. Therefore, planning should have a record of that, which is unknown to the village.
We've got to stop this. Planners said there wasn't a single objection, and today there are 27,500 objections.
Well, obviously, it's all passionate stuff because everyone here is supporting. But this is going much bigger than I think even anyone would imagine. This story is catching the imagination.
Yeah, I think it hopefully will set a precedent that, you know, really people on this island, they love the beauty, the iconic beauty of this island. The trees that line this row are obviously part of what used to be a far larger network of woodland, and this is all that's remaining now, and we don't want to lose that. We don't want to see that last bit of history and our natural ecosystem be squandered just for the sake of progress.
How do you take this further though after today?
I think we need to keep up the momentum. I don't think people will leave this alone. I think people are quite passionate about this. They want the beautiful island to remain how it is, and if not improve it. They don't want to see the biosphere destroyed. So, and I think little wins like this, if we manage to protect these, will really set that precedent. And I think it's incredibly important that we stand up for that on our island.
Well, so see quite a few MHKs and potential MHKs here today, so there's quite a lot of support by looks of it from the government side of things.
Yeah, and it's great to have them on board. It's so important for our politicians to represent us, to want to hear our voices and to want to support us in what we want to do on this island. And I mean, for one, I think it's important that, you know, there is progress, but I think we need to balance that with making it sustainable.
Okay, well, next plan, have you got one at the minute?
To be honest, this was so spur of the moment. The power of social media was fantastic. We managed to come together. Individuals that didn't know each other joined up on this cause within literally a matter of hours. It was organised within about 24, 48 hours, if that. If people hadn't have joined into the group and hadn't, rallied around, then we wouldn't have had the wonderful support from the person who gave us the car parking field, who gave us information. I've made lots of new friends in the last couple of days. And I think it's just fantastic that everybody really wants to make sure that these trees are saved.